another Saturday. The class of today is going to be short because we are only talking about one chapter, chapter number 3, and chapter number 3 is about unstressed vowels. So that's the lesson for today. We're gonna talk about the unstressed vowels. Uh, I know I told you to do like a little, not a short resume, a short summary of it, where you actually had to read the the unstressed vowel lesson, and you had to do like a three-page body summary, including an introduction and also a conclusion. I haven't corrected because the last day for that was yesterday. So from maybe tomorrow or Monday on, I'm going to start correcting that homework. Remember, it's very important that you do homework on time. Of course, there will be situations that are out of your hands, but make sure that that doesn't happen every week because then you're gonna lose the points. Okay. Uh, Now, one question, when you were reading the information, how many unstressed vowels did you see? How many unstressed vowels? Unstressed vowels. How many of them did you see when you were reading? One, two, three, four. Do you have a number? Oh, so I see you guys didn't read, huh? So you only did the homework and you didn't read?
Teacher, I erased my hands, but I don't know if you see it.
Oh, I didn't see. No, I don't see you. But anyways, you can go on.
Okay, I mean, I don't want to like just step up without, raise my hands because I don't know if you want to say something or maybe the next classmate or something like that. During I was reading the lesson number 3 about the unstressed vowels. Uh, there are a few dance, but for me, the more kind of the one I make more attention was the like comfortables and things like that because that word we kind of easily for us, the Spanish speaker, to pronounce because sound pretty much the same as the Spanish. So
Uh-huh.
it's a little hard to hear when you stress or on stress the word. So, but like it's really really important this topic. Most of the time, I was writing on my assignment that depending also the place where the people come from, they may also unstress vowels that you even be high for you to identify where and when they do that. So for me, I see 3 of them in the lesson.
Right, right. So as you guys can notice, Andy was saying that we have different unstressed vowels, and today, as you could see in that was page number 19, I guess. As you could see, we have many unstressed vowels, but I'm going to focus only today. I'm going to focus only on 2 of them, okay? Because we have we have three. We have three.
Teacher,
Yes.
also, I know I didn't explain on the group. I was late to do all the homework. I know I explained to you what was the reason, but also
Yes,
I wanna share a link where we
uh-huh.
can find out more information about the topic. Uh, for me, I don't know if this is right or wrong. I
No,
don't
that's
keep
okay.
only.
You
I
can
don't
share
keep.
it on WhatsApp or through here.
Yeah, I
Doesn't
don't keep going only the assignment that you leave on the on the platform. So I like to see more outside that information. That's why I find this video is really important because it's explained really easily way.
matter.
Different pronunciation, different vowels also. It's really helpful if the next classmate they may also have the chance to see it, to watch the video and pay attention what we must to have careful when we talking to someone or when we stress the vowel or when we're not supposed to do it. So I will be sharing that video after this meeting that everybody can have the opportunity to expand the knowledge about the topic.
Sure, sure. No, that's good. That's the way, of improving yourself. You guys, I told you, don't only with my intervention here, that's not enough. That's why I told you 80% of knowledge depends on you because you have to keep reading and searching and doing your own investigation. Very good. Uh, Andy said that the unstressed vowels are very important. And today I'm going to focus, we have three unstressed vowels, okay? Main three. But I'm just going to focus on two of them because we Spanish speakers, we make a lot of mistakes. And sometimes people listen to us and we sound too Spanish, right? Because we don't handle the unstressed vowels. That the unstressed vowels are helpers. They're going to help you have a better English pronunciation and sound more natural and more native like. And okay, let me see if I can show you this here. Hold on, where is my whiteboard? Okay, here it is. Okay, so here we are. If you have the book, you just have to go to page 19. Or I don't mean now, I mean at home. You're supposed to know that. And I'm going to try, okay, I'm going to try to do the unstressed vowels here because it's very difficult for me. Let me see if I can do it with this. Guys, I am not good at drawing, so bear with me, okay? You guys bear with me. Okay, that is one. And we're gonna put it like this and like this, okay? That is one of the unstressed vowels. Remember, these are sounds, okay? These are not letters. What you see in here is only the representation of the sound because you don't write sounds, okay? We produce the sounds when we see the words, but it's impossible to write down a sound. So here we go. We have another one, and this one is easy for me. This one is easy. Okay. So these are the two unstressed vowels that I want you to focus on. These are the two of them. Now, what is the importance of these two unstressed vowels? Well, we who speak Spanish and we have uh, let's imagine that you guys don't know the rules because now you know the rules, right? We have the long vowel rule number one, the number two, and also the short vowel rule. You guys know that already. Imagine that you, let me put it here, hold on. Imagine that you find this word, and I'm gonna give you a few more. Hold on, I'm gonna give you a few more. I'm gonna give you that one. Also gonna give you this one. I keep going. Hold on. I'll give you this one too. And I'm going to give you, let me see. Mm, I'm trying to look for a word that has a lot of, oh, okay.
Could be England,
It could be England.
land.
Yeah, right. Let me give you this ones so far. Then we're gonna add more. Uh, if you notice, guys, here we are focused on the vowel sounds, okay? The unstressed vowels, vowel sounds. Forget about the consonants. Now, if you go to India, you will hear that many people from India, they say apple. They don't say apple, you know? You know why? Well, first, they don't know the rules. Nobody knows the rules unless you study languages. Like, we don't know the rules of Spanish. Maybe you know some, but I don't know the rules of Spanish because you don't care. You only use the language. Now, we who are studying English, now we focus on this because this is what we do. Okay, so Indian people, they normally say Hindu, I guess. They normally say apple. They say apple. What the hell? Let me see if it is one of no, it's not. I thought it was one of you guys. Now, what's the problem here? The problem is that as we learned in the previous lessons, the vowels have two sounds. They have a short sound and they have a long sound. And sometimes you find a word that you haven't seen before, and now you don't know if you're gonna say a or if you're gonna say ah, right? So that's the problem. For this reason, we have the unstressed vowel sounds. The unstressed vowels, you use them when you don't know the correct pronunciation of a vowel. So what we are going to do is, as the vowels are stressed, they have a lot of force, right? What we're gonna do is that we're gonna take that force down. We are going to weaken, not weaken from Saturday and Sunday. We can take the force away. We're gonna weaken the sound of the vowel, okay? So now we have these two. In different cases, you can use one or you can use the other. For example, all of us know that this is apple, like A in Espanol, A, B, C, okay? So imagine that you don't know, then you have two options. You can say that's the sound for this one, and this is the sound for this one, and E. Listen, I'm not saying I'm just saying like,
Hello, teacher. Sorry, the late
hey, how are you?
network problems.
Very good. So listen to this. I'm saying I'm not saying like in Spanish. It's like a in Spanish, but to a 50%, right? Eh. And this is an but to a 50%. And now I say apple, 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 apple. You listen to that, apple. But I can use this one. I can tell you apple, apple. And you are not going to notice that I'm saying or that I'm saying It's because what I'm doing is I'm obscuring the sound of that vowel and I make you focus on the last part of the word. I make you focus on po. So I say apple, 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 apple. And nobody notices that. But let's see the second one. Let's see the second one. And you'll see. Uh, the majority of people say English. The majority of people say English and it's not English. Okay? Here you have
English.
sounds. You have two sounds that you can make in here if you're not sure. You can say English, eh. Do you remember the sound eh? This is the one. Look, that one. English, English, English. but you can say it fast with too. English. I speak English. I speak English. I speak English. Do you listen to me when I say it slow? I speak English. Of course, you notice it now because I'm speaking very slow and I want you to focus on the sound that I'm producing. But if I'm talking to you and I tell you, you know what, I speak English. She speaks a lot of English. She speaks a lot of English, a lot of English, a lot of English, English. I speak English and English. And that's what happens. You see, like there are many people who speak like that and you don't notice it because what they're doing is that they're cheating you. They maybe they don't know the sound, the proper sound, but what they're doing is that they're using a, which is this one, and they're using e, which is this one. Now, look at this one. I like this one. I like it. This is everybody says important. every every Spanish speaker says important because we recognize the sound E as we have it in Spanish, right? But what about if a person that is learning English uh, encounters or finds this word, but the person doesn't know that this is in or if this is ein? Because remember that that letter, I mean, that vowel has two sounds. It is E sometimes, but it is I sometimes, like ice cream, you see? All right, now you have two options. You can say E or you can say ah. They sound almost the same, but it's not. It's different. One is E and the other one is E, ah. I'm saying ah, so you can notice. Now you can say important, 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 important. She's very important to me. She's very important, important. What about if you want to say it with this one? You can say, well, she's very important. She's very important, 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 important. So we have important and we have important. We're not saying in and we're not saying I, you know, we're saying and we say ah. But what about if we what about the O in here? This O. Let's say that we say important, important, important. She's very important, 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 important. Guys, if you learn how to play with the unstressed vowels, you will have a nice pronunciation. Nobody's going to notice that you're having problems with one of the vowel sounds. Here, land. Everybody says land, like in Spanish. But you can say land, 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 or you can say land, land, not like lang, as people say. This is how you use the unstressed vowels. This is the way you can use them not only at the beginning. You can use it in the middle, at the end. Any vowel that you might think that you have a problem with it, you just use that sound and that's it. That's how we use it. Let's see, guys, if you have a question about the unstressed vowels so far. I try to give you a very easy explanation, you know, so you guys don't complicate yourself, just for you to know very quick how we use them and why they are important for us, people who speak Spanish.
So when you was explaining about people, most of the time we say English or English. So when you did the two parts, slow motion and faster, I really catch that moment when you say like English or English. So it was really clear. an easily way for us to identify. And like you say, maybe sometimes we even in Spanish we use it, but we don't notice because we just wanna express
Yeah.
what we wanna mean. So, but it's really nice to have this as a natural part of our career because we learn how the easily and correct way to pronounce
Yeah,
any vowel.
It helps you a lot. What about you, Santo? You want to say something also?
Yes, sir. He said the people from England. Do you have me, teacher?
Yes.
Okay. Some people from England. For example, you don't say I'm sad. They said they say I'm sad.
Mm-hmm.
Vitamin. They don't
Mm-hmm.
say vitamin. They say vitamin.
Uh-huh. So you
They pronounce the a like the a, not a.
uh-huh. Yeah, that's what I do. Like as I told you, you see, they can play with the sounds. Of course, that we know that depending on where the people come from, they might have a very small variation on their pronunciation, but in general terms, people pronounce the same way. Like, because people from England speak very different than people from the United States, as you say, Santo. And something important that I found is your name. Samuel, I will give you the chance. Let me show this to Santo. Santo, I can say your name in two different ways. I can say Santo, that's the way I say it. Say. Look, this is what
Yeah,
I'm saying. San.
yeah,
Or I can say
Santa.
Santo. You see, I can use this one too. That's how we do it. What about you, Samuel? What do you say?
Okay, I agree with Santo, but it's not just the difference between England and USA.
Uh-huh.
And behind between England and USA, we have different um, differences in the pronunciation. The pronunciation in New York is not the same pronunciation in Boston.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
It's not the same pronunciation in Boston. It's not the same pronunciation in Texas or in California or Minnesota. The
Yeah.
same countries, English countries, have regionalism like the Spanish.
Right,
We
right.
have different forms to speak Spanish. In English, is the same.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. Well, Samuel is saying that um look, language is very complicated. Language is conventional, and you're gonna listen to this again when you get to the history of English. Language is conventional. For example, if in Puerto Plata we decide to speak in a way and everybody agrees, we're gonna speak Spanish that way. You know, it's not that people from other places are not going to understand us because it'll keep being the same Spanish but with slight variations in the pronunciation. So that's how it is. English from New York and English from Philadelphia. It's just right there. New York and Philadelphia, just right there. Uh, it's different. Like the pronunciation is different, right? Spanish. People from Santiago and people from Puerto Plata, they might have variations on the speaking way.
Also, teacher, happen it's good to share with all the classmates also that not because they everybody came from New York or different state in the U.S. Because they are American, they speak the same. So it's good to remind that black people they don't really use the correct way to speak. So and
Right.
also, for example, those islands in the Caribbean, they don't use the right way to speak. So they check some words and some like kind of grammars that they're not using it. So it's really, really important to have a look in that because we got the opportunity to speak with somebody else on different nationality, not because they speak English we may not understand. I be honest with you, those people from Caribbean, I got a lot of chance to speak with them because we work together. But most of the time, I now understand what they are saying because, like you say, they use that kind of local, small variation of the word. So even I got some words in English and I'll be able to have a long conversation with them.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, that's how they say. Like you speak with people, and sometimes you believe that you don't understand them, and you cannot understand them because they have a very different way of speaking, pretty different than what you are used to. That's what it is. That's true. Look, I'm gonna give you one word that I heard right now that you guys said, and I want you to notice that the unstressed vowels are something very serious. Look at this. Someone said to get the uh 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 together, and many people say together, so which is together, together, so together, and when you say it, there is no difference. Everybody understands what it is, you know. So you'll notice that from today on, when you feel uncomfortable with one vowel, when you feel that something is wrong here, you use the unstressed vowels and you will be cool. You're not gonna pay attention to, oh, did I say it right or did I say it wrong? You don't care because people are not going to pay attention to it when you say it, you know? So that's what it is. That's true. And that's it. That's the unstressed vowels. I don't want to give you more details because the next lesson, which is the number 4, we're going to spend like 2 weeks on that one because there are many things in there, a lot of material. And this week, from tomorrow on, I'm going to leave there on the platform. I'm going to leave the questionnaire, the first part, because it is divided into 2 parts. And there we will have to study a lot because we will be seeing grammatical names, grammar names, and the names of all the words. We're gonna learn the name of all the words that we're supposed to know. And that's it. Do you have any questions about the unstressed vowels? So I can answer. Like, for example, you will notice that in every word, every name that you see, you will be able to use the unstressed vowels. For example, the name Andy, Andy, as in Spanish, you can say Andy, Andy, or you can say Andy, Andy, Andy. You see? Or you can say Albania, 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 Albania. And when you're speaking, if you say, hey, Albania, she's not gonna say, did you say or did you say a? Because my name is Albania. She's not gonna say that. She's just gonna focus that you say Albania, Albania, and that's it.
Yes, that's true.
True,
Yeah,
teacher. That's true.
yes. You don't care if the person said the correct. No, that it is you,
Yes.
and the person said Bania. Bania,
Yeah,
Bania.
yeah. The pronunciation is no, I think the real important because every place have the different pronunciation, but it's mean the same things.
Mm-hmm. You only
Yeah,
have to be careful not to stress or put emphasis on a vowel that is not supposed to have it, because if Ibania, then you're gonna tell me it's not Ibania, it is Albania.
yeah,
Because yeah,
yeah,
when you take it to the stream, if I say Indy, come here, you're gonna say, my name is Indy, my name is Andy. You see, like there are acceptable things and not acceptable things. There are things that the ear recognizes right away and says no. And there are things that the ear gets confused and say, oh, okay, I understand. I go on. You see? So yeah, pronunciation is very, it is important because if you mispronounce something, two things can happen. Two things can happen. One, you're gonna get misunderstood, sorry guys, misunderstood. You're gonna get misunderstood, or people will not understand you at all. You know, I like when people don't understand me because I can rectify. But when people get you wrong, bad things happen, you know, because you can say, don't put it there, and the person puts it there. But if the person doesn't understand what you said, the person is going to tell you, what did you say? And then you're going to repeat and tell the person what to do. So I don't like people to get me wrong. I like people not to understand me better. Yeah. And that's it. That's it. So we're going to,
I already placed the link on the group. If
perfect.
somebody wanna see what's going on those videos,
Yes.
guys, it's really really helpful for me. To be honest, I read all the material, but even I finished twice, and I what the hell, what is going on? I don't catch the idea what I gonna write, what I gonna say on this resume that I had to do it. So once also I placed those videos, uh, I got more details, and okay, I got away how I'm gonna start this work, and that's really 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 helpful for us.
Right, right. Yeah. So guys, try to go on the link that Andy shared, that it gives you more information, you know. And if,
They are really short. The longer one I think is like 4 minutes only.
yeah. So that's it, guys. I'll see you later. And next week, then we're going to be rocking unit number 4. And we're going to start with the practical work then.
All right. Thank you for this opportunity. Thank you guys all. Have a nice weekend from my side.
See you then.
Thank you, teacher. God protect you.
All right.
Bye
You too.
bye.